All right, welcome back up on the mountain today. Today we're going to do our 10-hour review of our little Chinese excavator. So I picked this excavator up at auction. It's the MX-15R variety. The R means roto. Roto? I don't know. It's a little gas engine. Let me show you. So this roto engine is kind of a copy of a Briggs & Stratton. It does have a pull start handle right here. It is I think it's 14 horsepower, 15 horsepower, but it works pretty good. Let's do a quick walk around and I'll show you what I like and what I don't like. Well, the first thing high on my list of don't likes is the placement of the fuel tank. Now the fuel filler is underneath the seat, and since I'm a big guy, I always have the seat all the way back. So first thing we always have to do is, well, move the seat forward to get to these little turny things here and take those out. Someone said you could run it without those little wing nuts in there, then you wouldn't have to unbolt them. I don't know. Sometimes this thing gets like it bucks a little bit, and I kind of like the security of the seat bolted down. So once you have the little wing nuts off, pretty much the seat just folds forward, and the gas tank is way down inside there. Doesn't seem like a big problem, but it does mean anytime you want to fill this thing up, oh my goodness, I just broke the chain on the little thingy here. Well, we have no chain for the thing. We'll add that to the don't like list. So anyway, that was all my fault. So you got to pull this little screen out, because you kind of always have to put a funnel down in the hole. Because if you don't put the funnel in there, half the fuel is going to go all over the engine, and that's not good, especially if it's all warm from doing whatever. We'll say that's good. But yeah, so you have to take the little sediment screen out because you can't get the funnel in deep enough with it in. So that's not any good. Can't believe I just broke that. Since we're talking about things that I don't like, I really dislike all these EPA designed gas things. They leak all over the place, so it's not actually saving anything. In fact, I probably spill at least a cup of gas every time I pour out of this thing because it leaks all over the place. So what's wrong with the old-fashioned gas cans with just a nice hose on the top? I think I'm going to find me one of those. So the gassing situation isn't horrible. The biggest problem is you just have to have a funnel with you. And a lot of times I'm out here working and I have a gas can, but no funnel. And then you end up just pouring it all over the engine, which means you have to take a little break before you start the thing up again, or it'll burst into flames. And that's the first thing we don't really like. The second thing we don't really like is this little flimsy thing they put in here. I know all it's going to take is a trip to Tractor Supply and get a stall mat, which is a rubber mat that they use in, well, horse stalls, and cut it out to the right shape and put it in here. But why didn't they just do that from the factory? We don't know. So yeah, this little flimsy thing, I guess it's okay, but it's not going to last much longer. And while we have this floorboard up, there's a metal panel here that vibrates like crap against this panel. Now I have the vibration stopper 2300 in here, and it works pretty good, but you shouldn't have to do that. Another thing I'm not really happy about is the control layout. So up here on top, we have our normal boom control, our stick and bucket control. These are the crawler controls and the blade control. Now there is a foot pedal on this side that doesn't do anything. In fact, I think it's bolted in that position. And then there's a foot pedal on this side that actually controls this auxiliary port in case I want to put in a hydraulic thumb or some type of a post hole digger, anything like that. But it would really be nice to have these foot controls to replace these track controls. And that way, while you're digging with your hands, you could actually move the unit with these controls. I could probably make that change just by getting in there and changing the linkage and change to different valves. But then I'm not sure what we would do with these two controls. So I think we'll just leave it the way it is. Next thing on my don't like list is the sensitivity on this boom control. By pulling this back, the boom goes up. Push it forward, the boom goes forward. And this isn't the way it came from the factory. It came with an ISO layout. So the boom control and the stick control were reversed. But I went ahead and changed it to the John Deere layout, or whatever it's called, because it matches my Kubota backhoe. So I did that. But either way, this boom control is way too sensitive. In fact, when you pull the boom up and down, it's a little bit jerky. All the other movements seem okay. So yeah, that probably needs some type of a restrictor in it or something, or I'll just get used to it. Another item we weren't really happy with was having this gas engine and exhaust right underneath the seat. This panel got so hot you couldn't even touch it while you're working. But we did a modification to fix that, and I'm pretty pleased with the outcome of it. So we tied into the battery disconnect. Got us a nice fan installed there, and it works really well. Let me show you. So we mounted the fan inside, right there on the sidewall. It's right above the hydraulic pump, and it's on the side of the exhaust. So pretty much the normal engine has a fan that sucks air in over here and blows it out around the cylinder and stuff. So this fan just takes all that hot air and sucks it right out the side. And that works really well. Another thing on the don't like list is this throttle control. Straight up is pretty much idle. And if you push it anywhere forward, nothing really changes except you get a kink in the cable down below. And full throttle is back here somewhere, which is good. And usually for digging, it sits right about there. So it's out of the way. But I just feel like there could be a much better throttle control sitting there. We may change that out in the future. One or two more things on the don't like list, and then we'll go to the good things. So I think that these joints down here don't have any lubrication by default. Pretty much when you put the bucket on and off, you have to pull these bolts out and grease them up. It would be nice if these bolts were drilled with a grease zert embedded. That's the way my Kubota tractor is, and it works really well. But yeah, so if you don't keep these things greased, it'll get wobbly after a while. So I think we're going to change out those bucket pins to more of a greasable pin. And I don't know if I can just drill those and put a grease zert on them or buy new bolts. We'll figure it out. And the only other thing on my don't like list is the way all these hydraulic lines are captured externally. And then they run down into this area here, and it just looks like they're chafing on each other. Now they are wrapped with some type of reinforcement stuff, but I just feel like over time that these things are going to wear poorly. But yeah, that's not a very long don't like list for a Chinese excavator, so we'll say it's overall a win. All right, things that I like about it. I like the compact size. I can maneuver this thing in a lot of areas that I couldn't with a larger machine. I like the hard top. I don't know if these bars are really rollover protection, but they seem pretty stiff. And the roof panel is a metal panel, which is good. It doesn't hang out too far, so you don't snag it on tree limbs and things like that. I do like all the controls up here, except for the foot pedals. A lot of the other models have some of these valves sticking out the back, so I like this layout much better. The seat, I didn't think I would like it, but it's only good for about 1 tank of gas, and then you're ready to get out of it. So we'll say it's okay, but it's not perfect. I do like the little work light. I haven't used it that much, but even during the day, if you're like underneath a tree digging, it puts out enough light to look down in the hole to see what you're digging on. I do like the strength of all these connections. They're actually as strong or better than most of my Kubota stuff, so that's good. The tracks. The tracks are pretty narrow, which means it is a little bit tippy on a hill, but up to about a 35-degree slope, it seems to do okay, so we're going to say that's fine. So pretty much we would say we like pretty much all of that. And for the price, you really can't beat it. I had my brother stop by the other day and he started digging out this swale for me, just pulling the dirt up a little bit. So I want to continue this ditch all along here. So I think what we're going to do is just put you guys down and let you watch some digging happen. And we'll fire up the excavator and put it to work.
Dusty old truck, tires spinning slow down a gravel road where the wild things go. Past the chicken coop and the sagging fence line to my little patch of heaven where the sun does shine. And there she sits, all orange and bright, my mini excavator, a beautiful sight. She ain't big and burly, no giant machine, just pint-sized powerhouse, you know what I mean. She's small but mighty, with a lot of heart, tearing through the earth, playing her part, digging out stumps or clearing new ground. Best little friend a hillbilly ever found. Yeah, she's cute as a button, with tracks in the dirt, makes a hard day's labor feel a little less hurt. Got her quirks and her rattles, a stubborn old soul, but she helps me reach every last one of my goals. Now she ain't perfect, I'll freely admit. Sometimes that throttle, it just wants to quit. And that hydraulic line, it sprung a small leak, leaves a little oil stain on my weathered cheek. She sputters and grumbles on a cold winter's morn, and that little bucket gets stuck on a thorn. But with a tap and a wiggle and a cuss or two, she fires right up, ready for something new. She's small but mighty, with a lot of heart, tearing through the earth, playing her part, digging out stumps, clear new ground. Best little friend a hillbilly ever found. Yeah, she's cute as a button, with tracks in the dirt, makes a hard day's labor feel a little less hurt. Got her quirks and her rattles, a stubborn old soul, but she helps me reach every last one of my goals. We dug the gold pipes and laid new power lines, cleared out the creek bed through all kinds of times. From planting the garden to fixing the drain, she's right there beside me through sunshine and rain. She ain't got no fancy GTP screen, just good old-fashioned muscle, if you know what I mean. She's small but mighty, with a lot of heart, tearing through the earth, playing her part, digging out stumps, so clearing new ground. Best little friend her hillbilly ever found. Yeah, she's cute as a button, tracks in the dirt, makes a hard day's labor feel a little less hurt. I got her quirks and her rattles, a stubborn old soul, but she helps me reach every last one of my goals. So if you see me out there covered in grime, with my little orange digger, having a good time, don't you dare laugh or shake your head slow, 'cause that mini excavator, she helps my dreams grow. Yeah, she helps my dreams grow down this old dirt road.
All right, that's enough of that today. And with any kind of luck, that's going to help the drainage coming around down this hill into the tractor barn. So overall, we're really enjoying our little excavator, the MX-15R from China. It works about like you would expect. So you guys get outside, do something fun, come back and tell me about it.